During this whole process of constructing our product, we have learned and developed skills which we can use in later tasks. When we first got introduced to the cameras, we had to practice with them to get the gist of what they were capable of. The camera itself was pretty easy to use, as well as the tripod. However, by just using these two, we could only gain a limited amount of shots as the tripod did not have wheels. By using the tripod, we managed to get many steady shots, such as the bathroom sequence. However, in our product, we had a lot of walking and running sequences. If we were to use the tripod, those scenes would not be effective as they would not run smoothly. To enhance our film, we used the track and dolly. We'd never used this equipment before, so it took some time getting used to it. The track and dolly is a large piece of equipment. We faced great difficulty moving it from location to location. However, managed to move it carefully and successfully. The track and dolly took around 15 minutes to put up. The first time we used it, by this time, the natural lighting we needed had gone, so we could not film. We rescheduled for the next day. Due to the problems we faced, we began to film and set up at an earlier time. This does show in our product when the girl is in the woods and it seems lighter to the previous scene. This is because in the particular location there had to be a certain natural lighting to capture the character's face. So because of this, we had to film this part first. We have tried to darken the scene as much as possible in the editing stage. Another problem we faced with our equipment of the track and dolly regarding the forest scene was the track was only a limited length and was parallel, where our location had a windy path. We filmed some of the scene with the track and dolly, but most of it was filmed handheld. As we used a public park to film in, we were interrupted many times by the public. There was no way of preventing this, so we just had to keep starting and stopping. To edit our product, we used Final Cut. Again, we were both new to this software and took a lot of mistakes to get the hang of it. As we previously mentioned, we needed to darken one of our scenes. We used the software to do so. However, we could only darken it to a certain extent, otherwise the action would have been lost. This is the part of our product we are most disappointed in, as we feel it does not flow as well as we had hoped due to the lighting. In Final Cut, we played about with the dialogue of some of our scenes, making the girl's voice echo to create suspense. This added something different to our product, which we couldn't have done without the software. To create our titles, we used a software again. Both of us had no previous experience using this. We played about with the software until we found titles we liked. Our first batch of titles, when put into our product, were extremely blurry and looked messy, so we started from scratch. Our final titles were a lot better than our first attempt, as we had an idea how to work the software. When they were put into our product, they fit perfectly. When it came to creating a soundtrack, we found multiple copyright sounds and merged them together. We didn't use any additional programs, we just used Final Cut. With this software, we could work around our product making the sound dip or get louder. We thought this was a better way as we could make sure it fit with our product. Overall, we have gained skills with the technology we have used to create our media product, which we can use in future projects.